I'm allergic to about everything under the sun, including the sun actually. I'm allergic to everything that grows. The grass and trees and pollen, strong smells, smoke. I'm allergic to just about every fruit and vegetable. To soy, to corn, and milk, and egg, and garlic, and all of these other things that are in everything. My name is Bryn Duncan, and I'm allergic to life.
Cool experimental thing if one of your scenes was entirely done in really, really bad amateur CG. Like,
well, I mean, it would be like a really cool it seems the direction that all anime is going, which is doing the entire thing in really, really bad CG.
And like, just like I said, it'd be awesome.
Yep. If Japan can do it, I can do it too.
That's probably
can't be that hard.
Just have them all talk through vocoders.
It'll be like, whoa, this one location, everything's way fucked up. It's a statement.
Yeah, no, it's like
the
3D verse in The Simpsons when Homer gets in there and he's all crazy.
Yeah,
so it won't be part of the plot. It'll just happen for no reason. You
know what I have to do is I'd have to go back and so certain, like one location would have to be in 1D, which would just be like a kind of an audio. It would have to be like more of a radio play at that point. And then one place is 2D and then another place is 3D. And like, it's kind of like a statement, about like,
it's like yin and yang, baby.
About how it's like we don't even really see most of the stuff while we're there.
Per second.
Yeah. Like it's placebo effect. Exactly. Movies are placebo effect anyway. It's like...
Yeah, no, you could put 15 people, have them watch a movie, have 15 people, and just have them eat Ritz crackers, and they will not be able to tell the difference.
Basically.
I cannot tell the difference between Saving Private Ryan and Vitamin B.
I mean, that's what they do with chemo patients now, is like... That's why they have them sit in bed watching movies all day. It's like not so much that the actual medication's doing anything. It's just like they really think it's doing something, but instead they're just watching Revenge of the Fallen over and over.
You tell them it's a magical Healy Buddha movie,
and they feel really bad. Like that's why your hair falls out, because you have to watch Revenge of the Fallen over and over again. But you come out on the other side like a little bit less cancerous.
I haven't seen that one. I should watch that. Okay, good.
I mean, have you seen the trailers for the next?
Wait, was that the second? Was that 2? Revenge of the Fallen?
It was Dark of the Moon is the third one. 2 is
okay. I saw 2. I saw 2.
It was Transformers 2, Revenge of the Fallen, Transformers 3, Dark of the Moon,
and then after that was
Transformers,
Marky Mark,
and then
Revengeance of Mark.
And now it's Transformers 5. Marky Mark uses a sword. Sword Mars. He's going to use his sword on a robot.
Those movies. I need to see Marky Mark use a goddamn sword on Megazoid.
Megazoid. Come on, you don't even know the lore. Have you even read the comics?
That's GoBots.
God, gotta fucking keep terrible. Up. Anyways,
that's He-Man. So we. I know we talked about oh wait, no, that's next episode. Oh, whoops. But we went to a convention.
Yes.
A while ago. And that was fun. But while you're away, I'm at another convention. Decided to go by myself because I don't really have a choice. Back here where I live, it's actually the World Tree Pollen Championships 2017. And let me tell you, the excitement is in the air. This pollen is doing shit that pollen 20 years ago couldn't have imagined. It's like it's made my throat coarse and barren. It's completely solidified my entire nasal passage, and I'm covered head to toe in delicious ragweed goo.
It's because of the pesticides. Like, I mean, like David Ortiz, like he's an example of like what you can do when you've got like outside factors at play. Because 20 years ago, these plants weren't juicing the way they are now. You know.
No, and every time you ban one of these substances, they just find a way around it. The plants just find the good stuff no matter what.
Yeah, I mean you know, if they're not juicing, they're taking like acid and still throwing perfect games. You know, it's like
it's fucking crazy. I smelled a daisy the other day, punched me in the tooth.
Oh man,
I wasn't even touching it. I don't even know what his problem was.
We've given them too loose of a leash. My
entire perineum is caked in flour, and I have chrysanthemums growing out of my taint. This has never happened. I have a rose growing right out of my dick hole.
I hope you guys come to my show for my new band, Chrysanthemumpaint. We are a shitcore band.
It sounds like it.
We're like shitcore, but with murder shit influences.
Oh, okay. Hold on, I'm just adding that to everynoise.com. Hold on one sec.
Yeah, so, I mean, that sucks, man. On the other hand, I'm like permanently sick because I'm just not getting enough sleep.
Yeah, that's what that's like.
I got 3 hours of set and 3 hours of sleep, and then I had to go to set the other day. And it was basically like being 70 years old. My knees were hurting. I think I had corns. I don't even know if that's something you can get unless you're like a geriatric person.
I don't even know what that is.
A corn's like a boil that goes inside of you. I think. I don't know if I'm right.
Isn't that like a tumor?
In the words of former governor Arnold Schwarzenegger,
he's always governor in my heart.
I don't believe that is actually a tumor. I don't think that is one.
He took those English classes. He got a lot better at speaking. Yeah.
But yeah, it's I'm running ragged right now. But you know, at least I'm not itchy. And sneezing and blocked up.
The inside of my head is itchy. Like I want to tear my eyeballs out and just reach in there with my pinky finger and just go hog wild.
Just take a pickaxe to your forehead to let some of the pressure out.
I want a Q-tip made out of barbed wire.
Actually, barbed wire Q-tip is opening for us at that show. Anything can basically be a band name now.
Self-hurt core.
Self-hurt core. I mean, that's just Midwest emo.
If you have Q-tip in your band name, you can fuck right off.
No, you don't fuck with Q. What about producer Q-tip?
No. Well, you could probably get away with it if you spelled it a different way. But absolutely not. Q-tips are not threatening or cool.
Well, what if you're like a flower pop band?
Then you wouldn't have barbed wire in your name.
What if you're a Razor flower pop band? Like you're a flower pop band with Razor pop influences.
Okay, so you're a thrash indie pop.
Thrash jangle pop, jangle thrash.
Like I said, stop listening to music.
Anyways,
want to talk about the other half of the shows that aired?
I'd love to.
All right. Oh, this is. Let's see if I wonder which one of us drops first in this one.
Home stretch.
All right. It's gonna be you, fucker. I got this. I'm in the bag. Oh, my cat's acting funny again.
What does acting funny mean?
She's trying to get at it.
Giving you weird looks. Yeah. Gives you that look. She Netflix is your cat like kneading like on your crotch?
No, she can't decide if she wants to get like on my shoulders or on the windowsill. All right, let's. You ready to get it started?
Yep.
In here.
Get started in Ha.
My first one's KABUKIBU.
I got that same one queued up.
KABUKIBU. This one's a light novel, but like a gay light novel, which is kind of unusual. Yeah.
No.
I don't see a lot of those. Usually when it's gay stuff, it's manga, I feel like. I don't know. And it's also by Dean.
A Match Made in Heaven.
So somehow I had never heard of this horrifying ritual before. Had you?
What horror? Kabuki theater?
Kabuki, yeah.
Oh, you've never heard of Kabuki?
No.
I can't tell if you're joking.
I mean, I knew Japanese people put white makeup on a lot.
Okay,
but
yeah, no, Kabuki's a thing.
And you knew about this.
I can confirm all of these things. Yeah.
So people knew about this.
About how men dress up like ladies, and then
people knew about other people knew about Kabuki, and we only dropped 2 bombs. You're saying?
I mean, what's wrong with some Kabuki? It's basically Shakespeare.
I got a clip for you.
Okay. Maybe this will explain why we should have dropped another nuclear bomb on this nation.
Oh, I think it'll be more than enough. I think it'll do just fine at that.
All right,
it's a damn shame. There are probably people over there who don't like Kabuki, but we can't take any chances.
Here we go. What? This is beautiful. This is...
Help! Kill it.
I mean, I for one would love to join a club that was dedicated to just that. So,
you can slowly poison them every day. Fuck me.
I don't see an issue.
What is the matter with you?
Different strokes, man. Sometimes you got to put some white face paint on, dress up like a lady, and just make horrible guttural noises.
It's not even guttural noises. That's like Tibetan throat singing, and that's rad. This is like it's like the play equivalent of when you don't write enough for an essay and you make the fonts all way too big.
How else am I supposed to get my allegories across? I mean, like, we got to learn some lessons, okay?
Allegory for inbreeding. Fuck Japan. It's put me in a really sour mood about Japan, which is a real bummer because I had to watch a whole bunch of anime after this.
Uh-oh. Yeah, you might be on the wrong podcast if you're going to be in a sour mood about Japan. They got way worse stuff going on there too.
Yeah, it converted me. I've gone full MacArthur or whoever. I'm done.
That's just the tip of the iceberg of horrible things that Japan does.
Kabuki is it's like a guy dressed as a lady talking like he's doing an impression of a retarded guy who is also very sarcastic.
Isn't that just like most Japanese culture?
I don't think they even have sarcasm.
Guys pretend to be ladies, but like really sarcastically, but it's completely straight. It's like okay. Proto.
I'm just sarcastic, fucking you in the ass.
It's like proto irony.
Nope, I don't think so.
No, okay.
I don't know.
But like, okay, so in this show, the main character is remarking how like powerful and beautiful he thinks it is, and
it's so powerful and beautiful watching Ed from Ed, Edd and Eddy fucking spurge on stage.
There's one. I don't know if you're gonna want to discuss this show in any actual sort of way, but there's one thing in this show that I like, and that there's a reverse trap. That's all I have to say. I can dig it. No, the Kabukis.
I just can't. It's like, it's no wonder Japan invented anime, because if you only had like this and the 10 Rakugo stories that exist, you'd probably want to get as far away from it as possible. And I think that's how they ended up with anime.
I mean, the dudes in anime are pretty feminine. I don't know. It's like not that far removed.
No, it's not the. It's not the femininity. It's the fact that it's a nightmare. But yeah, our main character is very moved by this fucking shit show.
That does seem to be subpar kabuki. I mean, a lot of the kabuki I've seen is like samurais and shit, and that's cool.
You go to these underground kabuki theaters, and it's a lot more passionate, a lot more abrasive, way more raw.
It's like the chicken. It's like the chicken noodle soup can painting of kabuki art. It's like a little bit irreverent and gay.
Yeah, I guess it's exactly. Yes. So he starts a kabuki club. Hence KABUKIBU. That's the name of the show.
Yes, it is.
So he decides I really want to start acting in slow motion. And then I like how the opening tries to make kabuki look like sports or a battle shonen. Because it's not. You can't fool me. But yeah, this first episode is just him trying to recruit members for this club. And the first candidate is a punk with red hair, and he's a really shitty rock band. This was the only part of the episode I liked. His band is really shitty, and it's funny.
Yes.
Are you gone again?
I also thought the performance was just terrible. Yeah, I don't remember what about it was distinctly. Forgive me. This is the thing I watched the most, the earliest on, and I remember about as much as I remember of monster trucks.
Did you take any notes?
I took notes on all of this. I took notes, but we kind of got jumped into it, and I don't know what about the performance was so awful. Because I didn't write it down.
Everything. It was quite bad.
This is like,
but I agree with this punk guy. He lays down the truth about kabuki. He's like, man, that shit's like the art form of the man. So then the main character tries to convince him that kabuki is woke af.
It's freeing.
Yeah. Wearing a big old dress and covering yourself in bird shit. That's pretty free. It's free bleeding, but really old.
It's like going to a nudist beach is really free, but it's mostly just old people.
Actually, yes. And then our next candidate's in the drama club, and it's a girl, I think, and she's worshipped by the rest of the club. I couldn't tell if she was a handsome lady or a pretty boy at first.
Which I'll take either one.
She has a great gig, so I'm not sure why she would join a different club. But then the drama club does not appreciate the recruiting effort and kicks his fucking tooth out. And then the third candidate is a big, scary, delinquent teacher. And none of these people join the Kabuki club. And then they see a famous dance boy practicing in an empty school building. And then they make the yo sound, and then that's the end of the episode.
I only know the yo sound from Naruto, really. And then there's like
that makes sense. That's the only anime you've ever seen.
Yeah, no, this is a really paint by numbers like club anime, but it's about kabuki, which is like the least interesting thing, really.
It's like Love Live, but with dudes who aren't cute and also kabuki.
Put that on the back of the box.
Put that on the back of the box. Ye who enter despair. Oh,
let's move on.
Let's fucking move on. Renai Boukun.
Yes.
Love Tyrant.
Yes.
Here's the manga. Studios EMT Squared, who did Kumamiko and Nyanko Days and other gay shit. Or, not that those first two are gay shit, but they've done a bunch of gay shit.
Other gay shit.
Now, did I say this? Did we do this one last week?
No, we did not.
Oh, that's weird. I feel like I already mentioned this, but I want, again, I am watching everyone. I was watching every one of these shows in the context of really, really wanting to play Persona instead. But you can do this one. Okay.
So, this show is about a Shinigami that appears at this dude's door, and she has a quote-unquote kiss note And if your name is written in the kiss note, then you must kiss somebody within 24 hours, or the Shinigami will die.
Death Note jokes in 2017.
They ensue.
I guess the anime is from 2012, which is much better.
Hey man,
much better, guys.
Does that just make it a classic? Does that just make it a classic, though, if we're still referencing it?
Yes, but, just doing a dumb parody of a classic is still bad. It's still not good.
So
it's like when shows try to do Star Wars jokes.
Yes, or like saying "I am your father" in 2017.
That was bad when Toy Story did it in like 2002.
So he throws the girl out because the Shinigami girl, because he figures it's like a scheme or something.
Yeah.
But she's like, no, it ain't no scheme. You gotta kiss, or I'll die. And he just straight up goes for it and kisses her, but that's not how it works. It turns out that he has to kiss another girl.
Yeah, all the rules in this are very complicated.
And get explained basically always after the fact. So she has to write the name of somebody else next to his name, and then they have to kiss, or the Shinigami will die. So they go to school, and they see a girl with big old huge flappy titties. And then the Shinigami pulls down the titty girl's pants, and she's like, she can't see me, ha ha ha. But titty girl can totally see her. A little subversion there. And then titty girl goes nuts when she hears that the protag kissed the Shinigami, and then stabs the protagonist, which is a recurring theme. This girl is a lunatic and will stab at basically any given opportunity.
You might say she's crazy.
A little bit out there, a little bit loony. So the protagonist suggests that the Shinigami just write her own name in the book, which she can, I think, but opts not to. And as they're having this conversation, Titty Girl finds them again because they had run off at this point. And so the Shinigami does write her name in the book, and they kiss. And then the Shinigami transforms into an angel. Yeah, because
you got me.
She transforms into an angel, and then she gets out. Homies kiss Titty Girl at this point because her name was written in the book, and then the Shinigami transforms into an angel and makes out with protagonist because she wants to get in and on it too. So she writes her name in the book next to Titty Girl and protagonist. So the three of them are in a love triangle now, and now they're invincible because they're imbued with angel powers.
See,
okay,
I stopped trying to figure this out like halfway through the episode. It sounds like you tried so hard to dissect this that I can sense your anger. Like you're fighting it, trying to.
It's not that complicated. It's just conveying it is really difficult. It's like it's not like a corkboard lines and pins type situation. It's more of like trying to explain like the controls to a video game. Like it's innate, but it's impossible to explain. So the angel lives with him now, and it like has brainwashed his family in a pretty horrible way into thinking that she lives with them as like a daughter. And then a cat shows up. The cat has got the face of an angel, which is kind of a decent gag. And this is like the show's gone completely batshit by this point. Like it started with like it was fairly mundane with the humor, but now things are just escalating to such a crazy degree.
It's like halfway through my notes. I have written too much shit is happening.
It's really wild.
Which, yeah.
So because... Go ahead.
No, I wasn't. Now go.
So because the protagonist and Titty Girl are now imbued with angel power, they need to work or they're going to go to hell. And so, yeah, the protagonist is like, yeah, I got this. I understand these rules, which makes the cat angel really stoked because the Shinigami angel, the one that was a Shinigami, their angel, is like really incompetent, and they're finally going to have like a competent Cupid going around fixing up people into relationships. So they go to school, and then another girl takes the fucking notebook and tries to write her own name in next to the love triangle because she wants to get with Titty Girl, who is her sister, and she can't write her name in the book and is really upset about this. But then the angel writes the new girl's name in the book next to Titty Girl, making her a part of this love, I guess, square, or love pyramid, perhaps.
Love trapezoid.
Love trapezoid. So this is the new paradigm, is that they're all in this love octagon, but not octagon.
New paradigm.
Paradigm shift. And that's the show.
Paradigm shift. Polyamory. Yeah. Cool. This reminds me of other comedies that I can't even think of right now, but they're too hectic and very, very silly while not being very clever. I liked the first episode a little bit, so I decided to keep going just a bit. And then I watched the second one, and it even takes a dive from here. It's rough. Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't hate it or anything, but again, I've seen less comedies than you have.
Yeah, I mean, the first one was definitely entertaining. Also, the blonde girl looks just like a Precure character, which I noticed. Sorry, I mean Glitter Force. TM. TM.
Oh, God. Yeah, I think the Titty Girl being a murderous maniac is kind of a decent gag. It could be fun to watch them try to pair people up. You said the second episode isn't super great, so...
Yeah,
well.
It's just that it's one of the comedies where everyone is 100% one-dimensional, and I think that one-dimensional characters bother me even more than boring, realistic characters. Everything this lady says is related to stabbing someone.
No, for sure. That's definitely something I picked up on immediately. Was okay, protagonist is fucking cardboard, you know.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he exists just to insert yourself into more than basically any other character. He literally has no distinguishable character trait. I basically judge every anime character as how they stack up against Hachiken Yugo at this point of Silver Spoon, which is that's my new rating scale of character quality, and can't even mention this character's name in the same sentence as Hachiken Yugo. So.
You just did take that.
Did I say his actual name though?
Oh, okay. You just can't touch. You can't let the nominal values touch.
Certainly not.
Yeah, this is totally dedicated to gags, and there's not going to be a single actual serious moment. It's just gag.
Maybe there'll be a dark backstory though. That's character development.
Nah.
TM.
Okay, moving on. TM. Hinako Note.
Yes.
Is next. It's a manga, and it's being animated by Passion, who did Rail Roars.
Uh-oh.
And Roku no Yusha. And speaking of Death Note, finally the sequel. Hinako Note. So let's see how ruthless this Hinako is when it comes to delivering sweet justice.
How many potato chips she shall eat?
At least 2, hopefully, considering it's the second one. This is Slice of Life. It's bootleg Gochu Sagi. Well, it's not that bad. I don't know, but I have a rule where if the first shot of a show is Sakura petals, I add the studio to a list of places to firebomb when I visit Japan someday.
What? So, it's a cultural touchstone. Whimsy, love, magic.
Magic, Sakura petals.
Love is in the air. Springtime is upon us. It's an era of changes, a time of new beginnings.
I've heard it all before.
It's as Japanese as yakisoba and rice cakes.
All these petals remind me is that my entire nasal and throat system is as red as one of the cherries on those beautiful sakura trees. A girl arrives in Tokyo, and then she's carrying a suitcase, and then we get this fucking opening.
Ooh, it's money though.
It's ridiculous. it's got no, like, it doesn't flow at all. It's just a bunch of fucking nonsense.
It's a bunch of chatter. It's like just so there. It's all the girls singing real quick.
Yeah, and just like
which I like.
Just bouncing all over the place. But then our character gets lost, and then it turns out she has sort of a quirky character trait. She has a kind of fainting goat quality, where she turns into a scarecrow when she's nervous.
Mm-hmm.
And that's her one character trait, is she becomes a scarecrow.
It's a cute gimmick. I don't know.
And she also, it definitely is. And then we get a flashback. She reads to woodland animals. And then she goes to a shop, which is a bookstore, and she meets a girl who eats books, and that's her quirky character trait. That's a real fucking weird one. I'm not really sure what's going on there. So yeah, she's gonna stay above the shop, and also there's a maid, and they hang out and talk about food and shit. And what the fuck do you want me to say? It's fucking cute. Whatever. Moving on. Let's go. I give this one 7 out of. You just need cute girls doing cute things. Just checklist. Funny faces. I give it 7 out of 10 on the funny faces.
I like the scarecrow, so I'm gonna give it an 8 on the funny faces.
Cute outfits. I give it 8 out of 10. The dress on the main character is fucking choice. And then humor, I give it 3 out of 5. The real max is 10, but let's be honest, it's anime, so I'm capping it at 5. 3 out of 5. Lesbians, 0. Bath scenes, 7 out of 10. And I don't know where the fuck she was hiding those suckers, but they really they really pop out literally during that last bath section.
She got them taped down like Mulan.
Nice.
No, this one's good. I like this one. It's cute.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
It's fun.
If it wasn't so boring. But I have to keep watching it because the parts that aren't boring are good. But man,
it's really cozy, and like the place they live is adorable. Like they're living in a bookstore. How fun is that? I like the OP. By the way, I have to make note of something that I forgot to mention on Renai Boukun. Renai Boukun. Fuck. Is that the OP is done by Wake Up Girls. They're still getting work.
Yeah, no, they're still making songs. I think they're still going to make another movie or some shit. Just let it die, for God's sake.
Can we get really trashed to watch it?
The whole thing?
I would love... No. If they do a movie.
Oh, okay.
Just contextless.
Like the first movie was fine.
Palatable.
Totally palatable. 7 out of 10. Those series... Oh, my God. Yeah. Wake Up Girls Shin Show, a drama series, is still set for 2017. I don't know, man. What else is there? Wake Up Tamala. That's a different thing. Yeah, I don't know what the hell is going up with WUG. With the WUG.
This is just a note. I figured out how to turn my mic up. So there's going to be a period of this show where my volume is quite low, and now it is back up to being booming.
Oh, perfect. That's what I love when editing podcasts. Inconsistency across an entire file.
Bruh.
Please continue.
I'll boost it myself. It's cool. I'll boost it before I send it over.
No, don't do anything to it, please. Just boost yourself as high as you can go now. But don't get dumb. Don't get stupid with it. And then I think the ED is even crazier than the opening. The ED is like seriously fucking 8 different songs smashed into one. It's fucking schizophrenic.
Yeah, but it turns out schizophrenia is a lot of fun. It's like having a bunch of different friends in your head at all times.
You get to draw all those cats all crazy and just have a good old time. People bring you fruit salad. Not that I would know. Okay, this is the part of the show where I take a break to blow my goddamn brains out. I mean, blow my nut.
All right.
I'm going to... Okay, so this is going to be good audio, so I'm going to just make sure we capture this. So,
this segment brought to you by Declan's Gray Matter. Oh, it's the writers working on the next season of Wake Up Girls. Just bile.
I guess yeah, it's,
It's
just a
any
bunch of
sort
bodily
of
fluid
viscous.
coming out.
Yeah.
It's just fucking Yamakan in a room, just on shit tons of mescaline, just writing with his feet. Is it normal to be able to make air come in and out of your ear?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because I'm going
It
to
is.
say, how
No,
can I
no,
do
totally-
that
so-
and still have eardrums?
It's cool. They're semi-permeable, bro.
That's fucking weird as shit.
Yeah, no, and there's ways for air to pass in. It's cool.
Huh.
It's so that you can get a
cervix.
pressure differential in your ear, man.
Oh,
It's good. It's like believe me, I've looked up a lot of ear stuff because
Oh, yeah. No, I know.
So you know how many times I've searched? Is it normal for air to come in and out of your ear? I got you.
Yeah,
Is it
I
normal
forgot.
Is it normal? Ear is like maybe my top internet search of all time.
Is it if I go to Google and
Just
type in
variants.
is it normal for ears too? All of the suggestions will be by you basically.
Almost certainly. Let's see what
Hold
we
on,
got.
I'm actually doing this. How
Okay.
normal is it for ears?
Because I type in sentences on Google, so
Oh, there aren't any suggestions. The only one is how long is it normal for your ears to ring?
been there.
Okay, my ears are plugged up, burning, and bleeding.
Oh God! Oh, so people have been in a bad way. I don't want to be in a situation where my ears are bleeding, but plugged up, yeah, for sure. Burning, most certainly.
Is it normal for ears to pop when swallowing, ring, bleed, and ring when it's quiet?
God, these poor souls with their bleeding ears. They gotta stop going to my my shows.
Ear wax tastes like crayons, vinegar, and
Farts.
cheese. Perfect. Oh, look at this. I like the taste of earwax. Thanks, Google. Cool.
Your mic's like sort of crackling up at times.
Oh, is it?
It might just be Discord though. Sometimes Discord
Yeah,
does
I
weird
don't-
things.
I don't know. My wires.
Do you have a storm going through your area?
Yes, actually. I don't think it's
There
raining
you go.
anymore, but it was crazy thunder a few hours ago. So, what would that have to do with? Oh, is you think it's? Am I about to get struck? Is the static building up? The lightning strikes coming down?
It's gonna come in through your window and get you.
Oh shit! That's how they always get me. My TV's gonna
We
explode.
we gotta get these animes done before you die.
Yeah. Let's do a short.
Okay.
Which you watched this week.
I sure did.
Let's do Sekai no Yami Zukan.
Yes.
This is an original by Ilka, Ilca. It's fun.
This
to
is an
watch
original?
shows by. Yeah.
Oh, I kind of figured it was like an adaptation of like short stories or something. Cool.
Not that,
All right.
not
Yeah.
that I could find. Not that I'm always right, but I could not find anything about it. Unsurprisingly, not a ton of people are paying attention to this one. But we are, because we got to do everything. This is 4.5
Hell yeah.
minutes.
Comprehensive.
And I like the beginning because it's just like, hey, it's story time. Time to hear a spooky story. It's like a picture drama. So
Mhm.
yeah, this isn't really animated per se. It's just it's a series of stills that maybe sort of move like a flash, like a Call of Duty cutscene. I don't know.
They kind of like shift up and down, moving way like to walk different directions and shit. You know,
Yeah. So
theater of the mind.
This first episode, I think it's all going to be different stories, but this first episode is about this fucking possessive, jealous, crazy fucking husband who's like really freaked out that just because his wife is leaving at night and he doesn't know where she's going or who she's meeting. It's like, dude, that's kind of weird that you care so much, man. Like, let her do what she wants, right?
Dude, it's about the dialogue, man. You just gotta ask.
Like,
Gotta
sure,
ask.
even if she's meeting some other guy, like, if I can have a little trust, dude. Like, is your relationship really that fucking unstable that you don't mind that you care that your wife's leaving at night and not telling you about it?
What are you jealous? You jealous?
Yeah,
Why don't you just go out and fuck somebody?
Jealous,
Maybe that'll
possessive.
even, dude. Level the score, man.
Fucking old-fashioned.
Why don't you-
like, hey, even if she's like having dinner alone with some other guy who's better looking than you, and then maybe they get tired and a little too buzzed from the wine to drive home, and then they decide to stay in a hotel room. Good for them, man. It's better to have them have a living wife than just have her drive drunk just to quash your own selfish insecurities. You fucking
Get your own life,
jerk-face.
man. Get your
Christ,
own
dude.
life.
Have some faith, you Charlotte.
Shouldn't you be worried about your kids?
Ugh.
Worry about your family. Like,
Christ.
come on. Let her be your own person. Anyways,
So so he follows her, and all these character models are really, really cheesy. They're like super like comic book.
I like the
exaggerated.
style.
Yeah, and yeah, our characters are super hot, and so she's wandering into the woods, and there's a big guy she's meeting, and then it turns out it's an alien. And things got not scary real fast after that. Like it was a little spooky
Yeah,
before, but
I
as
was
soon as it's
hoping it
aliens-
was like she goes in the woods and like, man, I hope it's not aliens, and then it is aliens. But at least the designs are nice on them. They're a little distinct.
I guess it's
It's like a cereal, you know, kind of like fucking pulpy comic design on them. I like it.
Oh yeah, cereal. Not like
We're gonna
Honey
get
Nut, but like
Next time on Serial, who stole this woman? What was this possessive husband behind it the whole time? Find out.
or was
Sarah,
it the aliens that we found in her backyard?
I'm Sarah Koenig. Thank you to my producer, Sacha Baron Cohen.
I listened to. I've never listened to Serial, but I did listen to a little like small chunks of one of these, you know, newfangled like investigative journalism podcasts.
Uh-huh.
And it was a podcast. Wait, hold on. Now I gotta find the guy's name.
I listened to a very disappointing one. I listened to Ponzi Supernova, which is the one about Barry Madoff. And they've got like a couple interviews with him, but it never really amounts to anything substantial other
No, of
than
course
he did it. He did it.
But
like,
I listened. Oh, go ahead.
No. But don't listen to Ponzi Supernova. It's a waste of fucking time.
Ponzi Supernova. God. Yes. I had a hunch that the people who run these podcasts are crazy, delusional, like hyper scummy journalist types. And then I listened to a podcast about a guy searching for Richard Simmons. Because Richard Simmons, gay
Has been missing for
man.
2 years. Yeah.
What was it called? Was it just called Missing Richard Simmons? Oh, I guess that makes sense because like you're missing him. But yeah, he's basically just like gone and been a hermit. And this fucking podcast just spends this like episode after episode interviewing and trying to interview everyone who is close to him, trying to spin this crazy tale about how it's his housekeeper who's controlling him and controls every aspect of his life, and she's brainwashed him and she's keeping him in his house, and she tells him what to do and you can't disobey her and all this fucking shit. And he's like, and yeah, he's just trying to turn everyone in Richard Simmons' life against him. It's just horrible.
Mm-hmm.
All while having this very, very neutral, like very calm NPR tone with all this nice music and production.
It's
value.
like the
Just
veneer of neutrality.
It's just fucking horrible. It's just so bad.
Could it be? It's like, wait, is this possible?
I had to dig
I asked.
deeper.
Yeah. and then like there's a really leading like segment like next time, and then it's like it's just like this woman is she owns him, you know, and then next time and then like this stinger at the end.
Exactly. The last one was on March 20th, so I guess he finally fucking gave up. Oh yeah, but no, of course he's got all kinds of. He's got quotes from the New York Times. He was on Fox 5, Good Day New York, iHeartRadio. Yeah, we got to get.
How long will his friends and family be able to dance around these accusations?
What happened to Hideaki Anno?
Has
his autism completely
on.
crippled his creative ability? What's up?
There's a car alarm going on outside, and it's over. Okay, cool.
Hey.
That was unlike one that I've ever heard before. That sounded like a horrible, like spaceship alert sound. I thought like the nuclear core was going to explode. Sorry, keep going.
Yeah. Childhood.
I love the X-Files.
I also had to watch those rips of the X-Files that were really just fucking blown out. The guy who recorded those did not know what he was doing.
You watch a VHS tape enough times.
Oh,
it's going to deteriorate.
So yeah, don't listen to any podcast besides ours. The next show is to finish up this short. The ED is a spacey 80s rock song. I like it. And my last note is wow, wow, wow. But I don't know what that means. So,
I like this one. It seems fun. 4 minutes at a time. I can do little short mystery things, monster of the week type deals. Sure. And I'm like a sucker for those. Like I like all of them. Like Twilight Zone,
Creep Show,
and X-Files and Creep Show. Yeah, like that's my shit. I'm all about that. And like, I don't care if it ends up not being scary or thought-provoking in any way. I just enjoy the ride, really.
All right, next up. Oh, I'm not gonna make it.
Oh no. Oh, my mic disconnected. Oh, no, we're good. Never mind. We're good.
I can hear you the whole time.
All right, sweet.
Twin Angel Break.
Yes.
Break. This one is... Oh, this is great. This one's based on slot machines.
Oh, good.
So, okay, this one has a complicated lineage. I think it's started as slot machines or something, but also a manga. And then there was an OVA by Nomad. Oh. There's an OVA by Nomad, who did Rosen Maiden in 2008. And then there was a 12-episode series in 2011 by JC Staff. And then there was another OVA in 2015, and then also a bunch more manga. And I guess this is a reboot? Like, what could they possibly have to gain by trying this again? Everything else has been completely panned as far as I can tell.
Guys, we're going to make it for... We're going to finally capture the essence of this slot machine.
We're finally going to corner the market on transforming little girls.
I think we've just got something in this one that none of the other ones have got.
This one's got pink and blue.
Those are the two colors that girls like.
This one's also JC Staff. And you want
Don't got notes. I don't got notes.
All right. So, the first shot here is a hedgehog running down a hallway, and I'm digging it. Okay, first off, you got me so far. And then we have a girl, and she wants to be a hero. Blowing my socks off. And then she's going to Tokyo, just like everyone else this season. Everyone's going to Tokyo. Urban expansion is a huge problem, and no one is taking steps to solve it. And her name's Meguru. And then we get an opening. The opening is low rent as hell. It's fucking hilarious. It's absolutely terrible music. The effects look like a phone game, just like awful CG. And but I do like the absolutely shameless incorporation of slot machines throughout the opening. It's so surreal.
I wouldn't have it any other way, Declan.
No, absolutely not.
See, I mean, it's like maybe. I mean, it just makes it distinct, I guess. It's like this one. It's fun.
I wish there was more. You're gonna have to. Give me a second while I see the light and
Uh-oh. Will he come back from this one? We'll find out. I had to confirm that this, I mean, obviously, but like I need to, so I'm just looking at a trailer for the slot machine itself here. How do you put characters on a slot machine? Like, what is that? How does that entice somebody to do your thing? Like, what? Why would you do this? Explain this to me, Declan. This is like, you know how you were saying like kabuki culture bothers you? You know what really bothers me is like patchy slots.
I didn't hear anything you just said. My headphones fell off while I was
That's cool.
While I was ejecting my pineal gland.
Okay, so you know how you said you know how but no, actually ejecting the pineal gland is the only way to truly transcend.
Oh, okay.
And then have the machine elves accept you. It goes straight into your like your the actual part of your brain. Like the pineal gland is actually preventing you from truly ascending. But
you're on that next level shit. Well, I'm in luck then. I've decalcified that shit.
So anyways, you know how you said kabuki bothers you?
Yeah.
My kabuki is patchy slots.
What?
Every video game franchise ever has had like a teaser, and then it's ended up being a patchy slot machine of some kind.
Oh no!
Where it's like,
but I like that as a long running joke, though. Like, hey, oh man, huge announcement! It's gonna be pachinko, and then it is. Like, I think that's funny when like half the time it actually is pachinko.
Yeah. I don't find humor in that, Declan. I only find pain because I'm a dreamer. Okay, I like to. I wear my heart on my sleeve. Anchor baby. I wear my heart on my sleeve, Declan.
Fair enough. So I like also how you can there's always in these shows there's always little tiny hints of either the character designer's tastes or what taste they're kind of going for. And I think this show might be for armpit fetishists.
All right.
Because the outfits kind of accentuate them to a level that I wouldn't say is normal. But then, yeah, our main character meets this other girl. And the first shot of her, she's walking with a suitcase at her side, and the stabilization on her arm is like, that thing is not bobbing a millimeter. It looks so fucking funny. It is clearly just like they stapled a PNG to the screen and just had it track with the rest. Oh, it's great. But she finds a coin, which quickly sinks into her palm. And her class, she goes to school in Tokyo for the first time, and her class has a goat girl and a trap named Sasuga Tokyo. Or that's not the name. I just said
shout out to traps.
I just said Sasuga Tokyo because it's a very, very girly girl who looks like a boy. And I just got a text from Tony that says, "Lost internet," which is giving me crazy inspiration about a series about the lost internet where you go to the internet, it's been forgotten, and you've solved mysteries there. Thanks, Tony.
It's literally only science. It's only scientific discussion and real news. No fake news.
Yeah, that's what the internet... What do you think... Do you actually think that's what the internet is like, bro? That was like?
What? You kidding me? It was after Hello World. There was just a bunch of like, now let's discuss the hard facts. Yeah. Let's get down to business. Let's figure out how to turn thorium into unlimited energy. Like that was like the next step, and then Facebook came around, man. Yeah. And after that, it was just bullshit. Thanks, YouTube.
The internet was all just like, hey, man, let's make the world a better place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Tony was playing Battlegrounds with them, and then lost his internet. All right, so what was I doing? Okay, so blue-haired girl is skeptical of the institution of heroism, and also she eats a fuckload. And Meguru, our girl, is too dumb to pick up on all the shade throwing that the other girls that all tossing at her. So this goat girl, by the way, best part of the show, falling down in the hallway and is just great. Easily the best highlight of the show. But then there's a musical performance happening in their gymnasium, and there's this fucking dude, and he has a shamisen, and he's doing a fucking crazy shamisen solo that makes the whole room trip balls.
When it's just that good.
He's shredding ass. It's fucking awesome.
I don't think shredding ass has been heard this side of a frat house ever.
Tearing ass?
No, shredding ass is perfect.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Because you could put it in like any circumstance. Like shredding ass could be like you had a really good leg day at the gym, or shredding ass could be like yeah. yo, shredding ass.
Check out this fresh garden herbs, bro. Ass on this shit.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna shred my ass off. Shredding. That's going into the rotation for sure. Sorry, I don't have much to contribute for this show, so I'm just kind of tangenting.
No, I feel you. Hold on, Connor's talking to me in what's this app we use? Discord. He's telling me about a game of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds that he played.
What happened in it?
He won a game of duo with his friend James. They got off at the army base. The circle ended on the island, so they got really lucky, and both of them got 6 kills. All
right, not bad. It sounds like a successful game to me.
I said neat. All right. So, the hedgehog is voiced by Rie Kugimiya,
mm-hmm.
who, have you seen a picture of the Rie lately? You know, Tiger?
No.
I think it might surprise you a little bit. Hold on.
Uh-oh. Maybe I should just keep the illusion, man.
No, I think you need to know.
Okay.
I think you need to know what happened.
You got to rip the Band-Aid off. Next year, you're telling me Santa's not real.
Why would I tell you that? So yeah, on the right is how she used to look like, and now we got now.
It seems that the Japanese producers have done their job. What do
you mean?
I mean, she's been used up. The industry's
like a dirty paper bag.
Yeah. Or just or the plastic surgery starting to, as the years go on, starting to hide it less and less.
Taika's voice came out of that.
At one point, that was came out of.
She could still do it.
Yeah.
Horrifying. Sorry, Rie. I'm sure you're nice. And then our heroes transform, and our girl has like a mace, which is funny. And then Blue shows up. And she's also hero-like. And then everyone's saved. And then Blue quits for no reason. And then the show ends, and it has good things about it. So it's a real bummer that everything about the concept and plot and character design and style and choreography is entirely basic.
It is Magical Girl,
but damn, one of the villains they tease at the end is Boobalicious.
So, there's no shortage of Boobalicious stuff this season, though.
It's extra. Oh, I like it. Whatever.
No, I can dig it. Sometimes you just need that little push to get to that second episode, and they knew exactly what to do.
Yeah. Let's do another one. Ooh, this one I like. This one's actually good.
Which one?
Seikaisuru Kado.
Okay, I gotta scroll down to that part of my notes. Okay. Yeah, I can cover this one if you want.
This one's brand new, original from Toei, Dragon Ball Z, One Piece, and so many things.
Okay.
And yeah, you could summarize this one, but I just want to say that in this show, the background characters are animated and the main ones are CG. How's that for a little twisto?
It's
fucker.
Subversion. It's you gotta keep the audience on their toes, man.
Pulling the rug out. They're lampshading it.
I also like this thing. But yeah, so show opens. These two dudes are on a plane, and they're going to a place. Like they're going to go take care of some business, like close a deal or something. But it's not. Apparently, it's not closing deal. It's like, the guy makes it out to be more substantial than that. But anyways, the important thing is that this crazy ass fucking psychedelic cube drops from the sky and consumes their airplane. And then we get like a crazy ass zoom out through the skyline of the city that they're in. It's just showing the sheer magnitude of this crazy cube, which is really cool looking. It's got this really awesome, like not quite fractal, but it's like four-way symmetry on the sides of it, and it just looks really nice.
Oh yeah, it's that this cube is hyperspace.
We're getting some fucking crazy camera moves too, because I don't know if the background is CGI, or if enough of it is to where they can get away with moves like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it looks really cool. So we cut to the inside of a government office. I think it's like a defense bureau office. And the world is collectively losing their shit over the fact that this cube just dropped from the sky at an airport. It's gigantic. It's like 2 millimeter sides. You know, like the sides are 2 kilometers long. And like a fucking. I think we're getting introduced to all the players at this point, but I'm just kind of taking it all in. And like this news helicopter flies up the side of it, like scoping out the sheer size of it. And then we cut to the inside of a war room, or like a fucking conference room full of military dudes, and they're trying to figure out like what course of action to take, because like how do you approach a cube like this that just appeared out of nowhere? And then this teenage girl appears and explains that the cube probably isn't solid because the plane didn't get crushed by it. It didn't react at all. It was just absorbed.
Yeah, she uses a very 9/11 truther style video breakdown to show that everyone still alive. Don't worry.
Requiem for a Dream theme kicks in, and she gets to work. But yeah, she says the passengers might still be alive. And then the researcher girl sends drones to inspect the cube, and it's not giving off any sort of infrared radiation or radiation of any kind, which is pretty neat. And then they send in a robot to take a sample of it, because they can't sacrifice a drone for some reason. They opt to use like this little bomb diffusal robot, it seems. And the robot tries to penetrate the cube, and it freaks out. And I don't know if it consumes the robot, or if it just kind of like bubbles up something crazy. So we cut back to like the government office, and they're discussing like how much time they might have in this like they might have to get these people out of the airplane, or get the airplane out of the cube, and they might have like 2 weeks maybe, based on the amount of food that's in there. So there's like a timeline now, like we got to get these people out, we don't have that much time. So we cut back to teenager researcher girl, and she recommends using like using tank rounds to try to pierce the object, just to see like what they're dealing with, because apparently if anything can stand up to these rounds, then they must be a god. And they give the rounds a go, and the shell just kind of melts into a sphere. But something happens, and the cube reacts, creating a set of stairs on the top of it. And then this one of the dudes from the beginning walks up through the staircase, and it's quote unquote Shindo, who was one of the two dudes have the conversation in the beginning. And then a hot dude in a crazy white robe follows him, and he introduces himself to mankind, and then we do another crazy zoom out through the city. That is the first episode of Seikaisuru Kado. Yeah. It's fucking good.
So yeah, I'm 4 episodes into this, and yeah, it's really good. It's I swear it's like they're saving all the good concepts for the CG, because like they know it's because they that's what they want you to watch, right?
Mm-hmm. So that you continue to buy into it, and like, ooh, maybe this isn't so bad after all.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not repulsive.
Yeah, because we don't want to draw things anymore. Oh God.
This is so much cheaper. Isn't this cheap shit delicious?
Right.
Garbage people?
Eat your Soylent. But yeah, it does really work for this show because it is, entirely dialogue based. There's not much going on, so it doesn't even matter. You can almost completely ignore it.
As far as CG goes, it's some of the better looking I've seen too. We've come a long way, baby.
Yeah. This is like, it's not like a very conflict heavy show. It's just a show about negotiating and communication.
Hard science.
And hard ass fucking science, Fragonics, world politics, and there's a cute other negotiator girl that you meet later, and it's great.
I'm mega into this. It's like really up my alley in terms of just government procedures and how would you react to this theoretical conflict or event,
Yeah, like second one when this cube shows up, I am intrigued, and that does not usually happen.
It's like a rival but good.
Damn. What didn't you like
Take
about
that.
Arrival? I have not seen it. Don't spoil anything.
I cannot tell you what I don't like about Arrival without you seeing it.
Sure you can. Just give me vague.
It's the entire plot.
Oh, okay. Is it?
It's the entire. Because the entire plot is basically ripping off, or I mean, it's basically lifting the entire concept from another thing.
Oh.
And like you're waiting the entire time for the payoff, and then the payoff happens, and it is just this other thing, which is really disappointing.
Have I seen the other thing?
It is. It's a book. It's a book.
No. All right. So I like Arrival.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, then yeah, it'll be mind bending and really cool.
Sweet. Wait, is it Harry Potter?
No, it's Slaughterhouse-5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which is funny because I just read Slaughterhouse-5 too.
Oh.
So like, I was like just finished. I finished the book the previous day, and then I'm watching Arrival. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah,
Anyways,
that'll do it.
don't look up spoilers for Slaughterhouse-5, and you're cool. But yeah, and also Amy Adams is kind of flat in it. Not like bust-wise, but performance-wise. And
Yeah, I'm seeing other people compare Arrival to Slaughterhouse-5. Watching Arrival has helped me understand Slaughterhouse-5.
How do they explain what Slaughterhouse-5? They explain exactly what's going on in that book literally the entire time. The entire book's about whatever.
Let's see the new movie Arrival. It reminded me a lot of Slaughterhouse-5.
Yeah, no, it does. It does. Anyways,
Interesting. Anyways,
I'm sure there are tons of other. It's not the first thing to ever take from something, and it's not like that bad. It's just,
yeah,
it's a bit dry, and a lot of the characters are flat.
And
There's like a forced romance thing going on.
All right, next show.
That's my opinion on Arrival, and also Kado, which is Seikaisuru Kado.
Thanks.
Yes.
Cod oil, yeah. Seikaisuru Kado oil. It's good for you. Beta carotene or omega-3?
Vitamin E.
Yeah, vitamin E. Vitamin F for fish. Next show is regarding creators.
Yes.
Another original. This one by Troika, who have done Held Noah Zero and
I mean, yeah.
Sakuraku-san.
That makes a lot of sense.
Oh yeah, it does. Oh yeah, it does. What is Connor sending me? Fucking. Oh wait, who was it? I don't know what the hell.
That's Connor. It's in the group.
Oh,
It's a WebM.
I want to see it.
It's Bob Ross on a Wii U tablet and on a TV.
Okay, yeah, sure. Why is this 45 seconds long? Oh, it's a dog barking. Oh, and he pinned that one. All right, cool.
Okay. Anyways.
Okay. Anyways. This is one of those shows that starts out with like, whoa guys, hey look, the internet, right? Social media. People are on their phones.
Isn't it overwhelming? Isn't it
much
suffocating?
And then a girl kills herself with a train. How's that for too much information? So then our main character, he wants to draw, but then he watches anime instead.
Been there.
But his tablet, no, you haven't. Then his tablet breaks. And then he's in anime world. What? What if you went inside your favorite anime? What if you died in the anime?
What if you
died
did
in
it,
real life?
but with really nice direction?
Then he... Oh, and by the way, of course, it's Hiroyuki Sawano on music, of course. And in this anime that he goes into, there's a robot and a samurai lady. And he goes back to his world last second with Hero Girl. And then we get a weird point of view shot through his glasses. Which, by the way, shouldn't it look better through his glasses? Like, we're looking through his glasses, but they're all out of focus.
Well, they're his glasses, not ours, Declan. You know, like he might have a stronger prescription than we do. So
okay, okay, wait a second. So hold on. We're not looking through his perspective. We're just a camera that is situated between his eyeballs.
It's like a GoPro fused into his head. Yeah.
Oh, Christ.
He'd be really great for extreme sports.
So what?
No, it's just keep going.
So yeah, of course, anime girl's back with him, and she's confused, and he has to convince her that she's just a character in his world. And
which is a huge thing to drop on somebody so quick.
But I would hope you'd figure it out at some point. He appears to think that yelling about how good the show is will help him in some way. And it doesn't. So the premise of this show is basically, hey, what if a really generic anime got transported into the real world? Which,
yes.
Isn't that just Fate Zero? Isn't that what Fate Zero is? I don't know. I haven't seen Fate Zero.
Someday.
But the answer to that question, what would happen if a generic anime got transported into the real world, is it would still be really generic because they don't really add... They don't try to add anything, really.
They don't even do fish out of water stuff.
But they do kind of, but not really.
Because she's immediately driving a car.
But she's driving a car really not how you're supposed to drive a car, right? And there's another girl who eats fast food, and she's like, "Whoa, this food's really good." And
it is really good.
It is really good. So yeah,
I say that every time.
We get car driving because the villain also got transported into real life, and so yeah, villain's chasing them. And they drive a car all around, and you're right. The action is pretty well directed. And then a lady with missiles shows up, and then Miss Lady helps him, and then Sword Lady and Miss Lady are both in his house, and I don't like it.
I agree, but that direction, that's crispy. That's crispy direction.
Yeah,
smooth and slick.
Is this the guy? Wait, hold on.
He should be. Whoever it is making a case for putting him on a way better show.
Is it El No Zero guy who is also? Hold on, I forgot everything.
I'm going to predict that this show ends up being. This is going to end up being. The lady brings herself out of the fantasy world so that she can fight back against the creators who make horrible things happen to her in her backstory. That'd be my guess.
Okay, this is the director of Fate Zero. That makes a lot of sense.
Oh.
And also Girls Bravo, huh?
Ooh, does Fate Zero look that good?
And also Horo Musco. Oh god, that's the tranny show. Does Fate Zero is like biggest budget ever, like fucking AAA max spectacle show.
God. I gotta watch it. Everything's been pushing me towards watching it for a while.
You should either play the VN or watch Unlimited Blade Works first. Or wait, not Unlimited Blade Works. You should watch the new Fate Stay Night, and then maybe Unlimited Blade Works, and then Fate Zero. I don't know. You got to find someone to tell you the order.
There's a guide somewhere.
There is, but it's way out of date because it's before they animated Fate Stay Night, or animated it well in last year. Yeah.
It's gonna end up being that the evil. I don't know if you heard me because you were looking at a thing, but it's gonna end up being that the evil girl brought herself out of her fictional reality into our reality to get revenge on the creators of her, because she keeps saying gods, like this is like the gods realm, and she's gonna get revenge on the people that wrote her story and gave her a bad backstory. That's my thought.
Yeah,
mark it for a month, 3 months from now.
I hate the main character, and it's just like, why can't you explain anything? Just say, hey, you're a character in this world. It's just that's all you have to say. Why you gotta take 10 minutes to be like, whoa, I love your. Let's moving on.
Moving on.
Talk of the town, eromanga sensei.
Yes.
Eromanga sensei. This is a light novel. Hey, could you tell that this is the Oremo guy?
What?
Could you tell?
You kidding me? There's a shot in this that's straight lifted from Oremo. Just straight lifted. Just fucking.
Could you tell it was the Oremo studio, A1?
What?
Could you tell it was the Oremo opening act, Clarice?
What? Are you telling me this show about a brother and a sister coming to understand each other, and the sister is sexy and puts her ass in the air a lot, is from the same creators as Oremo?
Yeah.
Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, but
are you telling me that this show about a girl who is a not a neat but an otaku, who like secret otaku, is from the person who wrote the... Okay, I'm sorry. I have no... there's no ending point for this.
So yeah, in conclusion, I have no idea what the show's going for.
Moving on.
No, so I wrote down... So what I tried to do was, I tried to predict the entire plot of this show while knowing absolutely nothing about it. Yep. So let's read my predictions. This is before I saw the episode. I had no knowledge about it. All I knew was the promo art. That's all I saw.
Okay.
So I said that eromanga sensei was going to be a girl in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to save right on the money there.
Yes.
And I said it's probably going to be the MCs, and I had 3 choices. My first choice was sister. Nailed it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Second choice was childhood friend. Third choice was girl he just met. That they formed a contract or something.
You almost... The girl he just met, not far off.
Yeah, I guess.
It's like a little bit... But you're spot on with the sister thing. Very nice.
Yeah, it's basically sister. You know, whatever. Not blood related. But
the second that they brought up that he was a manga author... Well, it's my third note. It's my third note is that the artist is almost certainly his sister.
Nice.
Third note.
Nice.
Yes, and I had not seen any of the concept art or anything. But yeah.
So I said he was going to have to hang out with this middle school girl because either they started a club or she made him form a stupid contract. I was off on that one. The title threw me off because it's called eromanga sensei.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not actually manga. So I had some other questions or / predictions. Question 1: has the main character jerked it to this girl's cartoons? I said no, but maybe. And I'm going to say we still don't really have a solid answer, but it kind of hints at yes, but who could say?
He'll probably make an oblique reference to the fact that he wrote a character because he just thought she would be sexy. And then you can kind of infer from there.
Yeah, no, I'm on like episode 3 or 4 as of this recording. 4, and he definitely enjoys this art. So my other other question: how erotic is the manga going to be? I took it as granted that it was going to be manga. Was wrong. I was misled. I'm not going to blame myself for that one. I said it was either going to be softcore or vanilla. It ended up being pretty much softcore. So nailed it. And finally, what is the girl's personality? I said she was going to be well-behaved in public and a weirdo when discussing porn comics. And she
doesn't do public.
She's just
so
that kind of null and void right there. She's just kind of shy and bashful / tsundere.
I was waiting for her to be a total bitch, and I'm glad that it ended up not. I mean, she's not that level though. Like she's not So, I mean, she's kind of a monster because she just exploits her relative for food and forces him to bring her food every night. But like, she's not super malicious.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I mean, still, not great.
She still hits him and calls him Baka a lot.
Yes,
But that's only because she wants his dick. But that's always why. That's always the reason.
That the ska soundtrack means that she wants the dick.
Oh God, I'm a sucker for anything with trumpets. Let me tell you, man. The ED, so good. I love it so much. I'll take anything with trumpets. I even liked the Nisei Monogatari opening with the Karen. So, yeah, we get a flashback of him meeting his new adopted sister, and it's obvious that he wants to fuck her from the second he sees her. And then she becomes a shut-in or something, and he brings her breakfast. And, as we established, he's a light novel author. And, by the way, every time I watch one of these shows from now on, I have to remember that the Oremo author does, in fact, have a little sister. This has been confirmed.
Are we experiencing a Lena Dunham type situation here?
Imagine what those Thanksgiving dinners are like. Ugh. And he's not a handsome man. He looks about what you'd expect him to look like. Pretty unfortunate.
Yeah, I none of the things I can conjure up in my head are too terribly good looking.
Yeah. So, his sister ends up being the illustrator. Like, I'm not trying to brag, but the reason I didn't predict this is because even I couldn't have come up with something this cliche. It's really impressive. You have to be able to come up with things this predictable, you actually have to end up digging deeper than coming up with something unpredictable. It's impressive.
You have to start to remove like elements from a thing.
You have to... Yeah.
And like giving people way less credit than you would usually.
You have to shed all of your criticism, all of your
decency,
all of your scrutiny. So he's watching a stream of eromanga sensei, his artist, and she's throwing mad disses at him, and then she forgets to. Oh, and he sees the food that he gave his sister on a scream, and he goes, "What?" And then she forgets to turn off the scream and starts to strip down. And he has to alert her. And that's how they both find out what's going on. And there's other girls in the show. There's a library girl who seems nice. And there's a short-haired office lady who seems pretty nice. And I don't understand.
I like short-haired office lady.
Main character, I don't understand why you have all these nice girls around. Why don't you just get with one of these nice girls your age? Is so nice. Oh, why does it have to be the sister?
It's always got to be the sister.
You're right. So the reason she became a hermit was because her mom died. And she's really moody. And then a Genki redhead shows up at his door. And this show's trash. But it's entertaining trash. That's why I'm watching it.
All right.
It's so fucking watchable. I hate it. Fuck.
It's the tastiest schlock.
It's just...
junk food.
It's junk food. It's 100% pandering to the max. It's just like...
You've already watched this show, Declan.
Yeah, no.
You've already watched this show.
You know what? I've already eaten delicious Doritos Cool Ranch corn chips, but I'm gonna eat another bag of those one day.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not holding against you. It's just
gonna happen.
I mean, what are you gonna do? Fucking try escargot? It's bullshit.
I might. I don't know. It's just the pandering has reached a level where it's like in the second episode, it's just like they're just trying to get people to talk about it online. In the second episode, this redhead girl at the door goes on a tirade about how much she loves dicks for like a solid minute. They're
trying to create a mimetic television show.
Oh, and boy, have they! Yeah, she goes on about Ochinchins for a while.
Facebook meme pages are going to have a field day.
And that's the kind of show we're dealing with. And there you go. All right. Next up. You ready?
Yeah.
I think you just watched this one. I think this might not be in order. I've got some ID 0 here.
Okay, ID 0.
Some ID 0.
Yes.
This is another original by Sanzigen, who did Arpeggio Blue Steel and Black Rock Shooter. I like Black Rock Shooter a little bit.
Yes, you did.
Did you want to do this one?
I'd like to. Yeah,
I'll give you the
I'd like
reins.
to. There's one that I need later. There's one I need.
No, hey,
But
go nuts.
right now this. Yeah. So ID 0. Some scientists are digging into a planet, and one of the members of this science team is a girl. She's a lady girl, and she's like a student. And they're like, okay, we got to go fix this drilling shit because something's going wrong with their drilling program. I don't remember what. So they zap into robots, like they transfer into robots, and we get a POV shot of her as a robot. And then they sit next to this drill and discuss really boring drilling shit. And then they have a lot of science talk. And then they hit like a vein of something crazy with the drill. Someone's really ripping along outside on a motorcycle right now. That's not the show. That's just my life.
Oh, neat.
That's really annoying. But so they hit a vein of something crazy, and the fucking rock or whatever they're mining on it explodes, and they get thrust back into their bodies. But the protagonist girl, Maya, is still stuck in her machine that she had her mind transferred into. And then the scientists have to leave Maya behind because regulations or something. And it seems like all hope is lost for Maya, but then a robot appears and cuts her fucking arm off for some reason. And then another one appears telling her to cut off the pain receptors to her arm because she's freaking out. Because she's like, my arm. You cut it off. Because, you can feel pain if you're in the robot bodies because you got your brain in there. So some crazy-ass motherfuckers are after this ore that's exploding on this planet. And the explosion from the planet blasts her, and then we get a flashback, which, cues a flashback of her getting into the school that she's a scientist at. And it's like about how she needs assistance or something and how she doesn't have a family. And then we snap back to current day reality, and the robots had brought her back to their headquarters and say that she can't go back to her body because it's like out of range or something. And she's like, hey, can you please take me back to my station so that I can go back to my human body? And they say, no, it's too expensive. And they agree that they'll take her back if she works off the debt that would accrue to get her body back. So they target. She gives them information about an excavation site that they were going to go to, but ended up not going to because her professor or leader or whatever decided to go to a different planet. And she analyzes the data on this planet really well, impressing the crew, and they're like, "Oh, she's a decent. She's going to be really useful when she's a part of our team at the end of this episode." And then they get to this dig site, but there's another crew there already, and it's insinuated that the professor that she was working under sold this information to a corporation. He sold out. And then they fight some corporation robots, like some unmanned guards. And then our spice pirates pull off a daring ore excavation the procedure. And then they take the load of ore back to the ship. But one of the dudes took a fucking beating because apparently when he's on these trips, he just goes all out, balls to the wall, and risks his life or limb for profit. And then they're loading up the ship, and the Federation shows up, and they're like, oh shit, we got to get out of here because we're doing an illegal mining op. So the ED happens, which is fucking... Oh, by the way, the episode's over. The ED happens, and it's fucking incredible. Oh, it's ED of the season. Nope, I grabbed this. Is genius.
I grabbed that ED. My files are too powerful. Is that really 8 megabytes? Fucking... Oh, crap. Hold on. Let me convert this to...
ED of the fucking season. And then in the post-credit sequence is they got her body back, and she's back in her human form on the pirate ship. It's a fairly standard... no, actually, it's not fairly standard. It's weird. It's weird. It's a weird take. I have to have a bunch of CGI robots as your characters. But it's like a space pirate show, basically. It's like Firefly, but everyone's a robot.
Yeah. Before we continue, let's just play this ED.
I'm gonna play
I need it in the podcast. I know you've already heard it, but oh man.
Ooh. Since we left our home behind.
Oh, yes.
Almost every single day.
This is Trey Parker. Like, this is a South Park song. It has to be.
Where'd they find this guy?
I think he's a guy. I don't know. I'm not going to look it up.
Is he deaf?
Nope, just Japanese.
I love it. I love it so much.
It's beautifully cheesy. It's
Dream.
I can't even do it.
This 80s beat. It's enough of that. But wow. Wonderful.
Literally, but I cannot stress enough how much that just sounds like a South Park character. This show's not bad.
I love that Whitney Houston beat. Oh, it's so good.
But, all the characters are robots, and they're not really any stakes because you can't die, I don't think. Unless you're out of range, maybe. But that seems like a terrible oversight to have.
That's kind of what I figured.
But it's like, it's a thing made for space. Of course you're going to go out of range at some point. Like, you'd think that'd be a situation they prepare for.
Yeah, it's better than I was expecting. It's not good, but I don't dislike it.
Yeah, I'm not going to watch it.
Most stuff.
I don't know. Before we move on, I would like to note that I am starting to possibly come to the realization that this might not be allergies I am experiencing, and I have instead become host to something and am in the early stages of some kind of disease that is extremely delirious and somewhat euphoric and pleasurable. I
hope it's like an alien. I hope it's like you're gonna have you're gonna be eating dinner with your family, and then like a thing bursts out of your chest.
I'm pleasantly warm and kind of numb, and
are you sure you're not just drunk?
And I'm kind of my perception is very hazy, and I can smell s'mores, which is pretty weird.
You could be like in any one of like a dozen mental states. You could be having like a brain aneurysm. You could be really high. You might have released you might have tapped into some THC in your spinal column or something.
Right. Yeah, I accidentally burned the layer of fat that has all of my unused THC in it, and that just got released all of a sudden. Shit.
Are you do you have a desire to watch like Rick and Morty and like
no.
Wear Rastafarian colors?
No.
Listen to 311?
Absolutely. I mean, I've smoked weed before, and I don't want to do those things either then, so that's not a very good control.
But it might have caught you off guard, though. Like, I'm sure you usually have, like, you're trying to maintain, like, your desire, your carnal weed desires when you're on the substance, but, like, maybe it catches you off guard, and then you're,
Oh, I'm not expecting it, so suddenly I don't know, man.
You just have an urge to post on Reddit.
All I do know is that
No kidding. Jesus Christ. Go see a doctor.
What am I supposed to say? I'm sick? I guess that's probably what you say to a doctor.
Yeah. Usually I go in and I'm like, it's my ear again. Just fucking, just take it off.
Ear
just
again?
get rid of it.
Oh, Christ, it's the ear kid. Fuck.
Guys, it happened again.
Just prescribe you dry land forever. But yeah,
anyways.
I'm going to take some kind of drugs tomorrow to get through work. Last time I drank a bunch of Dayquil before going to work, and I felt very, very strange for a few hours.
I don't. Dayquil's some weird stuff, man. Sometimes if you have something to focus on, you'll be okay, and then other times you'll take it and you'll just be out of body the entire time.
I felt partially out of fucking body. It was weird as hell.
You might be in a permanent daydream for you might be in a daydream for an entire day, and you're just kind of looking inside or looking in on your own life from above.
I couldn't. There was nothing in it that should have done that. I don't know, man.
The human mind is an enigma.
What is even?
That's where all that's going, right? All of the drugs you take end up in your brain.
At some point.
Okay, that's what I figured.
Or I don't know. Everyone always makes reference to all these receptors. I don't know where the receptors are. I think they're just all over.
They gotta be in your brain.
They're probably in your brain.
Why don't we just snort it?
Dayquil?
Yeah.
You can just buy DXM powder and fucking go crazy for 8 hours if you want.
Or boof it.
Okay. You're
boofing Dayquil.
You're also familiar with boofing it.
Dude, come on. College.
Boof that shit. I didn't realize it made it that far.
Anyways,
is it this glyphenicin? Is that what makes me a weird dream boy? I don't know.
Weird Dream Boy is an anime next season. It's going to be really good.
All right. That's ID 0. Let's do another short.
Yeah.
How about Roommate?
Yes.
This one is a successor to One Room, which I think we also discussed a season ago. This one's 4 minutes. This one I don't think takes place. Wait, is this one? I've already forgotten. My brain is going away. Was this one in first person, like Roommates, or like One Room?
Part of it is.
Okay.
Sometimes it'll go to an objective camera, but a lot of the time it's like a POV shot.
Okay. So
it's almost, I would put it more in lines with like how a VN is framed.
Sure, yeah. So we start out. There's a dude rock climbing a house, and I'm going to refer to the main character as us or me. So I am the apartment manager, and I'm pretty sure I'm a girl. And there's another boy, and he's an actor. And then there's a shirtless one, and then the credits dissolve their clothes. And then at the end, and then the show ends with coitus, and he's on me. The character, the boy, he's on top of me, and he's panting, and he's thrusting. And again, it gets hot and heavier than One Room did. One Room was just like, I'm going to help you with your hopes and dreams, and this one's just like hard fucking.
The mate in this is very literal.
Oh yeah, I don't know why the ladies get all the good stuff, but that's just how the cookie crumbles.
I mean, it's fucking not made for me.
Why not?
But
what's the problem?
I mean, I love me some cute boys, but like,
You need to stay with
I
them
need
in
to
the
see some
apartment.
lady
You need
bits.
to
I gotta
live
see
with
some
them.
lady bits, man.
That's true. Yeah, you don't really see her, do you? Or maybe
No,
me.
there's which is the other short which we have not covered yet has got the lady bits, and that's like makes it A-okay.
Yeah, lady bits and no subs. All right. Let's start zooming through these at a fast but not unreasonable pace.
Yes,
because I am slowly becoming
drifting into the abyss.
A big delirious petri dish. So Zero Kara Hajimeru Mahou no Show. Now this show, I was very confused because there were a lot of other people I assumed that were confused as to whether or not this was a ReZero sequel / spin-off. But as far as I know, they're just shows with almost exactly the same title and the exact same studio, but there's nothing else in common about them except that they're fantasy. Because the authors of the books are different, so I can't imagine it's in the same universe, and also this one has furries.
Grimoire of Zero.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
I don't know. So this is White Fox. It's a light novel. There's witch burnings. There's witches, and there's furries. I'm just gonna call them furries. And our main character is a big guy who tries to buy some salt, and he gets arrow shot at him because he's a big tiger man, and then he screams into the sky, and it's really dumb. 'Cause he's upset.
I don't like it.
And at this
He yells.
point, I become very confused because it's just like hard cuts to him running through the forest at night, and then he falls down a cliff, and he ruins a girl's soup, and it turns out she's a witch. So the witch is looking for a magic book, and they both team up. And so he's a beast fallen, also known as a furry, a yiffer as they call him. And witches hate beast fallen for some reason. I think I know why. And vice versa, and they both hunt each other. I don't know. And then they both. Hey, how's it going over there?
Sorry. Sorry. Oh God. Keep going. I'm almost there.
The word furry really set you off?
It's just it's the big old burly animal man.
Oh, okay. Stop thinking about it.
Okay. I'll put my mind on other things.
Do not think about his big, soft hands grasping you and holding you down.
I certainly won't won't think about like sucking blood from his big old thumb. That won't. Oh. Keep going.
Okay, so then they kill a boar.
And
then they meet a witch boy.
Oh yeah.
And
what's the boy look like?
I don't fucking know.
I can't keep it together. Sorry.
What?
Okay. Sorry, I'm just tired.
What does he look like? Oh, you're just doing horny stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's the idea.
I don't know. He's got little hands. And just wearing clothes.
Oh, nice. You're not very good at this.
Sorry, I'm not. Welcome to 999. What's the 911? No, 81. Wait.
Whoa.
900.
Welcome to 911.
Tell me your sexy emergency. Oh. Is your drunken father beating your siblings? Oh, yeah.
My mom is fallen, and she was mid-clothing change. That's all I got.
My mom's fallen. What was she wearing? What? No, she needs help. What is she broken?
Yeah. How old is she?
She's 78.
She got like health problems.
Yeah, she got glaucoma.
Okay, we'll send an ambulance team over soon.
Did she break a femur on those sexy thighs of hers?
How long are her stretch marks? Anyways. It's a very sexual tinted episode.
Isn't it always?
More so than usual. I feel.
Maybe. So yeah, it turns out this witch wrote that book. She's fucking elite. And
I like that twist.
Yeah, she's
which is not a twist.
I wrote the magic book. Fuck you.
It's a bit G to be like, I wrote the book. You know, it's cliche, but I like it.
That's good. So yeah, that's it. That's all the events. Ethan, you know what I think about this show? I think it's great.
Oh, because of the horrible furry sex monster that got destroyed by the internet.
I'm just kidding. It's mediocre.
It's fine.
The dude just looks too furry. I don't. Nope. Stop. I don't like it. I don't want anything to do with it.
I like it.
All right.
I like the design. I mean, I'm in touch with my animal side. I am a sloth. Because you know why I'm a sloth, bro. Oh, dude. You know what? They're always like, give me that joint, bro. I just want to... Sometimes we want to lay around.
My bong noise. Connor does an amazing bong sound, and I can't...
Yes, he does.
Oh, okay, you've heard.
Yeah.
No. No, it just sounds like a horrible dick sucking ASMR.
I can't do it. We'll have to get him to do it and put it on.
I can't even fucking do it.
You got to grapefruit your man.
Right. Yeah, no, that's what it sounds like. All right, next up.
Anyways.
Fukumenkei Noise.
Me.
What?
Mine. Claiming this one.
Sure, man. This is Anonymous Noise. Brain Space. It's a manga. Go ahead.
Is it my time? Okay.
Time to shine.
So this fucking ugly ass fucking bitch is singing in public. And by in public, I mean she's at the beach and she's singing la 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 over and over fucking again. And it turns out a decade later, she's still fucking doing it. She's still singing la 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 on the fucking beach.
Apparently, it was only. And she's 6
looking
years.
over her 6 whatever. So she's looking over her shoulder trying to reach this fucking dude. And I'm like, bitch, sing a real song. Like, touch his heartstrings with your words.
That's a waffle fries.
Just, of course, yeah. You can't just sing. You can't just hum. That's not going to do it.
Also,
so she goes.
Also, maybe don't be on a beach and be close to him.
Yeah, maybe like try to express these emotions through your words.
She actually seems like literally, like not a metaphor. She seems like literally upset that she's been singing on this beach, and this dude who's like at a bus stop a quarter mile away can't hear her.
I fucking hate it. I hate. It's just I don't like singing without lyrics. Like it just bothers me.
Yeah.
You know, like even like in Beatles songs where like they're just
What about
doing
na 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 na. How about that one?
Okay, it's an exception, but so there's an exception to every rule. But so no la la la's. It's just giving me. I don't know. You've never seen this movie, but Jirachi Wishmaker, which is a Pokemon movie. The fucking one of the protagonists in that has this horrible song that she sings without any words, and it's just every time I want to gouge my fucking eyes out.
Yep.
Which wouldn't solve the problem. I'd still hear her, but you know, just to feel the pain would distract me. Anyways, so she's still doing it a decade later, and she goes to school and sees this dude with long hair over his eyes, and like she walks by him in the hallway, and then she enters like a shoujo slow-mo, which I'm gonna dub shoujo vision.
Nice.
And so a dude comes up to her orientation. They knew each other when they were younger, and they discuss like, "What are you gonna do?" And she's like, "I'm gonna join the chorus club." And then the K-On! Club performs at this opening ceremony or whatever the fuck it is, orientation. And then the drummer starts too early playing the wrong song, and they do a cover of a song by a band called In No Hurry, which is a very Japanese band name. And the performance looks like utter shit, by the way. Just looks like trash.
It's hard to animate fucking guitar playing, dude. It's always really painful.
I watched Beck. I know.
Like, it just looks so dorky because it's just like a static, stiff up-down motion on the arm, just like bow, 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 bow. No passion. I mean, the second performance in this episode looks way better.
Even then, you're still getting like flailing girls on the stage.
Sequel to Wake Up Girl, or sequel to Rolling Girls, Flailing Girls.
Way more violent. So this stupid cunt starts singing in the audience because she knows the song. I hate this fucking dumb bitch.
Damn.
Don't do that. She's the only one. Nobody else is singing along. She's just belting. And then the guitar player sees her belting and then drops.
To be fair, if the music's not loud enough that you can hear someone singing along, it's not loud enough.
That ain't rock and roll. You need to be deafening. Anyways, so the guitar player, it ain't rock and roll if you can hear other people around you. No. The Death Grip show we went to, I couldn't hear you, and you were next to me.
Oh, thank God! I was going hog wild.
Oh, dude, we all were. It was the mood of the night, man. You had to go with it.
The mood of the night was tinnitus.
The ringing all the way back from the T-dot to home. So guitar player drops his pick and runs off stage, stopping the show. And then the protag chases down this dude and tackles him, and sings in his fucking face and then cries. And he tells her to never talk to him ever again, which is a reasonable response.
This is the most shoujo plot description I've ever heard in my life. Everyone's just a fucking drama queen, and everyone's crying and shutting people out of their lives. It's so good.
He tells her to never talk to him again, and he's an insufferable bastard, and like everyone's trying to talk to him, like, what's with that girl? And he's just, she's never going to be a problem member again. And so of course they end up in the same fucking class because he's been held back a year, and she just will not stop goading this dude with her siren song. She's like humming it in the back of the classroom. She just won't let it be. And then she's walking through the hallway later that day and hears piano coming from a room down the hall, and she finds him playing the piano, and she sings along with his piano playing, and it physically hurts me at this point. She's doing the la-las, Declan. The la-las won't stop. So, God, just let it end. So, she gets invited to the music club because the singer for the band hears how good they work together and just refuses to play or something along those lines or some bullshit. So they got to compose. She got to perform at the music club, and then homie composes a song for them to play. And then another dude rolls up and says, like, I've never seen somebody else compose too. We'll get back to that later. So the girl immediately learns the song after listening to it only once. And then the performance starts, and I just cannot tell what characters' expressions are supposed to be. Like, I don't know what they're supposed to feel. Actually, the performance hasn't started yet. They're about to go on, and then she has a pained expression. We flash back to her having like a bad memory of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star or some bullshit.
She's afraid of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Which is like, you've got a real rough existence if that's the most mundane thing. It's so inoffensive. What could it be? This dark backstory. Anyways, she has a really raw singing voice and sounds like a female power pop artist from the 80s.
She just starts like fucking screaming before they're even playing, like it's some kind of defense mechanism.
And she flails with her hands on her head, and it just looks really, really bad. Or at least I was only focusing on hers. The rest of them could have looked good, but she just looked horribly awkward. And then she's like, it's true, my voice could only belong to, and then the guitar player's like, her voice could only belong to, and she's like, Momo, and he's like, me. And Momo is the dude with glasses, long hair, and he's listening to this performance, talking to somebody on the phone.
Yeah, there's a whole second boy that she's upset moved away. The exact same situation.
So yeah, and then there's a weird possessiveness thing going on here. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I
fucking hated this one, Declan.
Yeah.
Maybe I just had a very personal reaction to this, but I don't like it. From my experience, women feel like they have the right to sing wherever, unaccompanied by music. This is like, I saw this is. What pushed me over the edge was I was on Facebook, which is just a dumb thing. I've since deleted Facebook off my phone because it just does horrible things to me.
Nice.
And I saw a girl that we went to high school with post a video of herself singing that Cage the Elephant song in the middle of her campus, unaccompanied by any sort of music, in like a selfie camera, and I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it. Ban women from singing.
That's bravery to them.
Oh my god, so brave to. I was in a public place the other day. Like, I was in a library. Not a library. It was like it was a student union. And I was in the student union, and this fucking bitch just starts belting out of nowhere, like, I don't want to fucking hear you. I'm fucking trying to go get some Jimmy John's, or like fucking like Panda Express, and you're gonna belt your like horrible witch voice at me? Fuck you. Anyways, I didn't like this one. Though. No, I love shoujos. Just this is not.
You gotta live life.
The singing, Declan.
You gotta live life like you do in the shower, man. And other Tumblrisms.
Anyways,
I was going to 3-ep that show, 3-episode rule it, and then I forgot to download any more for the last 3 weeks. So maybe I'll come back to that one. Oh, by the way,
let me know how it goes.
By the way, we are recording this on the eve. Pour one out for nya.eu/nya.se/nyatorrents.org. You served us well.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, no, I think this time it might be real.
No,
I think this time it might be gone.
Wait.
Or there's been a horrible misunderstanding.
The domain's deactivated?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my. Oh, fuck.
Yep.
That's a big L. That's a big L.
Well, time to get a Crunchyroll account, motherfucker.
Oh, my God. No, there'll be another one. There'll be another one.
I would rather quit watching anime than sign up for Crunchyroll.
Dude, I guess I gotta rev up that Netflix and watch shows that came out 5 years ago.
Yeah.
There'll be another one. It can't just end like that.
No, you're good.
There'll always be more.
Okay. So, next one. Shuumatsu Nani Shitemasu ka? Isogashii desu ka? Sukutte Moratte Ii desu ka? Ii? Lee? I don't know. I think that's Ii. Ii desu ka?
Very nice. Very nice.
Which translates to, what do you do at the end of the world? Are you busy? Will you save us? Which is actually a really cool ass title, I think. No?
It's not bad.
Oh, okay.
No, it's fine. It's it's like no harmony of dissonance, but like, it's,
Oh, come on.
it's good.
Harmony of dissonance is nonsense.
What? Are you telling me Aria of Sorrow isn't a goat name?
Ari, I like...
Aria of Sorrow?
I don't
Come
know.
on,
It's
man.
just like, you can just do, noun of noun. Like, it's a little uncreative.
But this was before, it was played. This was the 90s, man. Anyways.
Harmony of dissonance is just like a dumb oxymoron.
The Phantom Pain.
That's
Phantom
cool.
Pain.
No, that's cool.
This isn't a bad title. I'm just getting your goat. You know what it is.
Phantom Pain's an amazing title. This is a light novel being adapted by C2C and Satellite. And the very opening of the show, not the OP, but the opening, is really strong. I thought it's like a flash forward or flashback, I can't tell, with like an airship and there's guns and there's falling from the sky and love and all this stuff that I don't understand. And this show also has animal people walking around, and it's kind of steampunky. And we got this hooded guy, and he saves a fallen girl who's chasing a cat. And in this world or island they're on has furry supremacy. And they're humans, so he agrees to take her somewhere. And then we get a rendition of Are You Going to Scarborough Fair? And
yes.
Which doesn't really go with the bumbling around lost montage that they're going, where it's like, oh, I don't know where we're going.
It's a very melancholy song.
It's very somber.
And I only know that song because of Lost in Translation.
Oh, really? I think I sang it in like 6th grade in choir or in music class.
Damn, were you like on the edge at that point? Like, because that'll bring you down. But yeah, like, what? This isn't even. That's like a real song, and to put that in a fantasy setting, I don't know. I don't know. It kind of pulls you out.
Definitely an interesting choice, at least.
Yes.
So then, she takes him to a tower that she wanted to go to, and then the cops show up, and she gets captured peacefully. She goes willingly. The guy is convinced by his treasure hunting friend to take a job guarding a warehouse for the military. So he gets to this strange sort of like boggy island place in the middle of the woods, or I don't know where, middle of nowhere. And humans are called disfeatureds in this world. And he gets to this spooky island, and he is attacked by a little girl. Also, the other girl's there. She's, I don't know, she escaped or something. What a quinky dink. And he knows the maid there somehow, which is also a huge coincidence. It's kind of getting weird with all these people knowing each other. The maid, by the way, at first it seems like she's really, really down to fuck, but then it turns out she literally wants to eat him.
Because she's a troll.
She is a monster who eats people. And the weapons that he was guarding, it turns out, are a bunch of little girls. And they're cute, and they like him, and they want to get to know him, and this show's good. I like it.
How does it end? How is it going to end up being that thing from the beginning? I don't know. It's like,
was that
you
the
never even get
backstory of the girl he met? Or was that even the same?
I think that's where we're going to end up. I think it's like the end
You
game.
think it's a flash forward?
Yeah, I think it's a flash forward.
Okay.
I don't know. I did not take as pleasant. I did not feel the same way you did about this. No? I kind of had some issues. Like, I don't. He's one of those can't let himself be happy characters, where like he's like beating himself up over like a dark backstory thing, which is a little bit played, and people don't notice that they're not anthro animals when they're wearing hats, which like I kind of it's a little bit cop outy, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like they're
I
going to
wasn't-
get killed or
I
anything. It's
wasn't-
just like they're not really fond of him. It's just like, hey, what are you doing here?
Keep your head down. This is our land, man. But yeah, I didn't get a super strong impression from this, but I'm glad you liked it.
I like the music and setting's pretty cool, and I like the girls. They characterize them pretty well. So I don't know.
Sure.
Why haven't I seen a second episode of this? Did I forget to set up? I forgot to set a fucking RSS. God damn it. Well, gotta watch 2 episodes of that now. I forgot to set an RSS thing for 2 shows. How do I do that? All right.
Dude, you're sick.
I'm sick.
Your priorities are shifting.
I mean,
It's your body telling you that you need to get yourself checked out. Maybe it was like the early the early stages.
It was festering. Yeah.
Anyways,
all right. Enough seahorsing around. It's time for the good, the real shit, the potent stuffs.
mm-hmm.
Sin Nanatsu no Taizai.
Yes.
Were you hoping this was a sequel to Nanatsu no Taizai?
Yes. Fucking literally
Fucker.
wrote in my notes, Nanatsu no Taizai, comma, bitch, exclamation point. And then I had to delete the comma, bitch, exclamation point. And now it just sits as Nanatsu no Taizai in my notes.
Oh, it's everything I could have hoped for. I'm so glad I didn't tell you.
No, I felt like an idiot. I mean, I didn't feel like an idiot because it was always in the back of my head. I just didn't want to believe it.
Oh, it's beautiful. This is based on a line of figures that I've been watching people nut on for years, so I was pretty excited to see this show.
That makes way too much sense.
Studio Artland, who did Gunslinger Girl 2, Mushishi, Legend of the Galactic Heroes, and TNK, who did High School DxD and School Days. So yeah, the second one makes a lot of sense. I'm not sure what Artland's doing here. So we start out with this fallen angel complaining as she falls from the sky, and I got the chit sub so that I can see the tits. Was yours censored?
No, this one was censored. Yes. And I was very bummed. I was like, man, that must be nice.
Oh yeah, no, it was nice.
Must make it way better.
Yeah, actually. Now that you mention it, it does. So yeah, this sexy church girl gets smashed by this falling cross, and this church has the trashiest nuns I've ever seen in my life, like they're porn, they're porn nuns, and
the only kind that I care about,
of course. And her name's Maria, and we meet Leviathan, who is down
cool name.
In hell, and the fallen angel is in fact Lucifer. And then there's boobs and molestation. And then Lucifer gets back in action. She breaks free of her restraints, and then Lucifer and Levi are now buds. Okay, and then here's Satan. They meet Satan already, I guess.
Wait, hold on. Isn't Lucifer the Satan?
No. So
no. Okay.
And then we meet the rest of the 7 sins. There's who cares? You know all of them. You've seen the movie.
Big old tit girls.
Yeah. Except one of them's probably flat. I don't know. So then Lucy plans to fight, but then we go back to the church girls, and they're grabbing each other's butts, and then we go back. Lucifer's kicking butt. She knocks Pride's clothes off, but then she gets her wings cut off, and then she goes back at the end, I guess, and then she stabs Maria, and then the ED is fantastic because there's a guy that goes, "Welcome."
fucking A.
It's like some thriller shit, you know.
I mean, the ED is super great.
It's great.
Yeah, you're totally right. Yes, it's gold.
Cool.
I'm
still watching this. What's wrong?
Does it continue to have tits in it?
Yeah, no, this is just smut.
You cool? Like, you're in the clear, Combs. It's just like nothing to be ashamed of.
It's just like every episode is just barely watchable enough. Man, I don't know.
Yeah, that's cool. I can dig it.
Dig it. All right.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was watchable. I wish I had the uncensored version. Probably would have made it more watchable.
Probably. All right, let's do the last short.
Yes.
Whoops. Souryo to Majiwaru Shikiyoku no Yoru ni. Speaking of celibate people, this is a manga being adapted by Seven, who did Recorder and Rancel, and I can't understand what my husband is saying. This is 3.5 minutes, and I heard this one was lewd. And by the way, I also watched the uncensored version. I hope you did too.
I did. This one I found the uncensored version.
Yeah.
Or was aware that one existed.
So this is it's a seducer priest, and it sure looks like porn. It looks like the hentai, and the voice acting sure sounds like porn.
Where there's smoke.
I feel like I didn't write this down, but I feel like there was just like straight up echo or something. Like there was like they were just recording in a bathroom. But yeah, this dude is bald. He is celibate and bald. And why are my pants wet?
Uh-oh.
There's straight up just
there
is straight up just foam on my pants. What is happening?
Oh my god! Are you turning into like the goop from the Troll
Why do I have
2 movie?
foam on
Are you?
me? What is going on? Ethan, help!
Oh my god! No, is that foam? Is it snot foam?
It has to be, right. I must have just.
You're either going to die or you're going to turn into some sort of snot-based superhero.
I don't want either of those things, really.
You can do like a Tobey Maguire style, like you got snot all over your room, and your mom knocks on your door, and she's like, "Declan, I'm coming in," and then like you're like, "Don't do that, Mom," and she comes in, and there's snot all over the place. I'm arcing webs over here, bro. Anyways. Yeah, this is, and so he's celibate, but it turns out he's not so celibate.
He's a nasty priest. He brings a drunken girl
He's
home.
a dirty priest.
Dirty priest.
And he licks her nips.
And then we get mouth-to-mouth drinking. Why? Not sure. And by the way, great subs, by the way. If you try to arouse me, you'll fill me with lust.
Yes,
that's kind of the same thing, bro.
That's how you would say that.
Course,
that's if you're trying to seduce someone.
This shit's fucking banned in California, by the way. Drunken sex, Jesus. So then the show just kind of fades out during the foreplay. So whatever.
Wait.
What?
Wait. Oh, you mean like okay? I guess yeah, you're right. No, that is just the foreplayers, the licking nips. Yeah.
For me, anyways. I don't know what you're into.
That would be like going to a restaurant and like they bring you out the corn chips and then your meal's coming, like you see it coming, and you get a phone call from like your friend is like, dude, it's got a car crash, I need your help, and you have to like go help him out or something. Yeah. You know, the good stuff, like the good cheesy stuff's coming, and you still have to pay for it. But
last show. Adam the Beginning, as we mentioned before. This is a manga. It's a prequel to Astro Boy with writing contributions. The manga has writing contributions by Osamu Tezuka's son. So yeah, I guess he's into the robot comic game as well. Take it away.
Okay. So some gangster-ass motherfuckers are doing a science experiment in their garage.
By the way, this is Oriental Light and Magic in production. IG, go ahead.
So they test out a robot hand, and it punches like an absolute son of a bitch. It just fucking blows the wall out, and that's just super cool. That's a successful test, but not really. So society's crumbled, and they kind of made a place for robots in this society, like because they just need reliable things that can do the same thing forever. And it's like it's all well and good, but I think it's the little girl laments that they don't have hearts. They don't have hearts.
Which is
but then we cut back to, but which is good for a thing that has to do the same menial job forever. Like I'm sure the dude at 7-Eleven wishes he didn't have a heart. But so We cut back to our gangster ass motherfuckers. I'm gonna call them Big Nose and Sexy Man, and they are working on an AI, and they're giving this AI like superhero-esque routines, trying to soup them up and make them seem super cool. And they've taken up part-time jobs to help pay for this robot on top of the funding they're getting. And then he's like, oh shit. Big Nose is like, oh shit, I'm going to be late to my job. So he runs, he's in a hurry, and he bumps into a famous engineer who's like a grad student at a better lab than him. And he apologizes profusely, but the dude is cool with it, but then talks shit about him behind his back to his cute sister. So Big Nose he goes to this, he meets up with his younger sister, and it's at Robo World? What's the name of the joint?
I don't know.
Do you know? It's a robot themed amusement park, and he's going to be in a costume in a parade. So he's like, where's my buddy? Where's my buddy? Who's supposed to be like his counterpart in this parade, and he looks up and sees on top of this giant walking robot thing his buddy in costume, or so he thinks. And then the big old robot starts steaming and like heating up, and everyone's like, oh shit, it's gonna blow up. But then his buddy, turns out it's not his buddy, it's the robot that they made in the costume, and then the robot springs into action and punches a thing on the big old robot, causing water to flood into the engine and have it not explode. And then the hero robot runs away, and Big Nose and Sexy Dude get together and holler about how they're geniuses and that their robots save the day, and they laugh it up. And then other engineers are remarking, they're like, oh shit, that was a really strong punch to get through all that armor on that big old robot. Yes.
Nice.
That is the first episode of Adam, the beginning. I loved it.
It sure was.
I loved it, Declan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I liked it a lot. It was a really fun first episode. I like our gangster ass motherfuckers, Big Nose and Sexy Dude. They're really charming, and their friendship is infectious. I like the younger sister character. She's cute. I like the not so much like the other more famous scientist, but I like his sister because she's sexy. She got short hair, which is good. That's good news. And it seems like this could end up being something really, really, really fun. It's got that Tezuka charm, kind of, but it's not Tezuka, but it's some sort of along that same lines. And the OP is amazing.
Yeah, that opening.
That's all I got.
I sure wish the show had that art style.
Yeah, but what are you going to do? I still like the art style of the show. It's still got that retro charm going.
Yeah, some of the character designs are good, and some of the others are, I don't know.
Some of them are a little bit more modern anime, you know. But the two main dudes have great designs, and you want to root for them.
Oh, Big Nose guy.
You said you liked it? I didn't hear what you said.
I don't know. It looks very silly. He has a very big nose.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, but you want to root for him. And it's like, again, like his buddy pinches his nose at the end as like a sign of friendship. Because it's like Mario.
It is.
You don't take him too seriously, but his shit's compelling.
You pinch his nose.
Mm-hmm. And he's a fat Italian plumber.
Yeah. Well, it didn't have that much of an effect on me, but I'm glad you like it.
Yeah. Cool.
Let's watch all of Astro
That was
Boy.
the anime. On it. How much is it? 600 episodes?
I actually have no idea. Let's look it up.
I'm going to guess 150.
Well,
Gonna guess.
the first... Oh, wait, hold on. I got to put it now in order. Okay, first one, 193.
193? I was pretty close.
And then there was a 52 episode one in 1980. And then a 50 episode one in 2003. So we're due for another one coming up soon.
Isn't this... this could be that. This could be that.
Oh, I guess it kind of is, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep. Cool. That's all the anime.
All the anime.
That was them all.
Boy, yeah, that was a lot of anime.
This half was way more way more palatable than the first.
Yeah, the first one was rough.
Last that was a drudge, man.
Oof. But yeah, now we've watched it all. Until
they make
6
more.
weeks from now.
Oh God, never fucking ends until summer, which is like now. God,
Pretty much. I mean, what is it? Starting July, so we got a good 2 months.
But it's for now. We covered all the ones that are airing as of this moment, except for Snack World. Snack World is not available in our country.
Snack World. God damn it! I couldn't find Snack World, Ethan. Why couldn't I find Snack World? I mean,
I'm looking at it here, and it kind of makes a little bit more sense.
Literally, what is even the point of living if I can't watch Snack World?
I mean,
what is the point of this
level 5 adaptation? That's what I'm saying.
Podcast even 4. Fuck.
This is a sham. We could watch it on anime2watch.net. I've got
that. It doesn't have
English
sub.
episode.
It doesn't have sub. Or dub.
Well, we'll just have to wait for the official sub. We'll get around to it.
Official sub.
We'll wait for it to go on Netflix.
We need to do a special podcast when we can watch the Snack World.
Let's watch the Japanese version and just kind of try to figure out what they're saying.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not as fun.
That seems to be what subs are doing this nowadays anyway. It's just kind of like winging it, coming up with their own dialogue. Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna ascend into flu worlds and just exist as a dizzy pillow on a cloud for a few hours.
I'm gonna go turn into an anthropomorphic animal.
Go to work high as hell.
I'm probably gonna just sleep a lot, but
nice.
I gotta be up early tomorrow.
Oh.
But then I'll sleep a lot after that.
Nice.
Cool.
Treat yourself.
It's in the bag. Yeah. Don't turn into a scarecrow. Don't turn into a scarecrow at work tomorrow. Don't do it.
Do that. What are you talking about?
Because you're nervous. Because the cop's gonna come up to you and try to help you, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, I'm nervous." Then you turn into a scarecrow.
That does actually happen a lot. No, you're right.
Don't pull down any titty girl's pants. I'm just looking through my notes and like thinking of things you could do that you shouldn't do. Don't whatever you fucking do not sing la 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 in public. I will find you.
Whatever you do not play a sick shamisen solo that makes a whole room full of people trip balls in public. Okay?
Whatever you do, don't fall in love with a sexy animal, man.
Stop it.